What is good with y'all, man? So today we are going to be ranking all 50 of the 50 players. Now, I'll be honest, this took me a while to put this list together because I really sat there and looked at all 50 players and thought where they should be at. This took a while. Please show some love on the video. Drop a like, comment, please, because this took a hot minute. So let's get into the rankings. At number 50, we got Orlando Pace. Now, the reason Orlando Pace is at number 50, I don't want to explain too much on every single player because we have 50 fucking players to get through, but just know Orlando Pace is very bad. This is the player I got to experience, and he couldn't block anybody. Let's leave it at that. Next up, we got Shane Leckler. Now, he's a punter, so it's like this position, it was really weird because like it's a punter, the punters and kickers, who the fuck cares about them, you know what I mean? That's really what it was. 48, we got Sebastian Janikowski. Once again, like I said, the kicker and punters, they really don't matter at the end of the day. Like they're, fuck them. I'll be honest, it's kind of like fuck them, you know what I mean? You get it. 47, we got Derek Brooks. Now Derek Brooks, he's an outside linebacker. He's slow. He doesn't have a power move or finesse move. He can't rush the quarterback. He doesn't have a block shit. He can't stop the run. He's slow. There's no reason he needs to be out on the field. Really, he could have been worse than the punter and kicker, but at least he's kind of like an actual football player, though. You know what I mean? At 46, we got Brian Finland. Now, Brian Finland, this card was asked before it even released. It's beyond slow. Yeah, the route running and catching looks kind of pretty, but he's beyond slow. And there was for when he came out, there was no reason this card should have released with these kind of stats. Yeah. 45, we got Anthony Barr. Now this guy literally is damn near as fast as Brian Finland. But once again, he sucks. His block shit is not very good. Doesn't have a power move or finesse move. Can't get to the quarterback. He's outside linebacker. He's not strong, but I don't even know how he's better than some of the people on this list, but he is. 44, we got Vincent Jackson. Now Vincent Jackson, speed faster than Finland. Route running not as good, but at least he's faster and he's tall, so yeah. 43, we got Reggie White. Reggie White, a little too slow. Believe it or not, I think I did this card a little dirty. I put him at 43, and maybe I shouldn't have. I don't know, but Reggie at 43. I'm sorry. 42, we got Ryan Shazier. Now, middle linebackers suck, so get ready. A lot of middle linebackers are about to be coming up because middle linebackers just aren't good. And this one is the worst out of all of them. Yeah. 41, we got Ray Lewis. Now, Ray Lewis is middle linebacker, sucks, but he's better than Ryan Shazier, so that's a plus. So, yeah. 41, we got Patrick Willis. Now, Patrick Willis is the best middle linebacker out of the 50. He's a middle linebacker, though, so he sucks. So, yeah, there you go. That's the best middle linebacker out of the 50. They're all gone. Thank God. At 39, we got Albert Haynesworth. Albert Haynesworth, probably he's the worst defensive tackle on the list. You could honestly argue Reggie White is better. But guess what? I got Haynesworth over him. Deal with it. Steve Hutchinson at number 38. Now, he is the worst offensive lineman on the list. Is he ass? Yeah. 37, we got Mr. Jimmy Graham. He's the worst tight end on the list. And, I mean, that's, yeah, he's the worst tight end on the list. 36, we got B-Dawk. Now, B-Dawk, he doesn't play on my team anymore. But, Brian Dawkins is the worst safety on the list. Cards out of date. 35, we got Antonio Gates. Now, Antonio Gates is basically just a Jimmy Graham with better route running. So, yeah. 34, we got Tyrone Calico. He's obviously out of date, but, he's over Vincent Jackson Finland because, well, one, he's way faster than both of them. Route running may not be there, but at least he's got that 90+ deep route run. 33, we got Mr. Julio Jones. He's basically Calico, but with a tad bit better route running. A tad bit better route running. Yeah. 32, we got Nodney Asamoah. Now, Nodney was on my team for a while, so maybe I'm a little biased. And he, I don't know. Nodney Asamoah, he is the worst corner on the list, but I don't know. Nodney. 31, we got LaDainian Tomlinson. Not the fastest, not the slowest, but maybe I could have put him a little lower on the list. Maybe I hold him just a little bit. Maybe I did. But it is what it is. At number 30, we got Champ Bailey. Champ, you know, just out of date basically. And that's just, you know, it's really what it is, just out of date. Not really that the fastest. So yeah. 29, we got Walter Jones. Definitely not a terrible left tackle. He's definitely way better than Orlando Pace's fat ass. I'll tell you that. His stats may be worse, but let me tell you, he's better than him. Number 28, we got Devin Hester. Now, Devin Hester fast, good deep route run, but besides that, nothing else. So, I don't know. I guess he's over a lot of the other receivers. Still wouldn't use this card. It does suck, though. Don't get it fucked up. 27, we got Calvin Johnson. Now, Calvin Johnson, definitely not bad. This is where I think everyone from this point is, I think everyone from this Calvin Johnson point in the list is where the list starts to be, where these are players that you have on your team right now or you want on your team, starting with Calvin Johnson. Gronkowski at number 26. Now Gronkowski a little bit questionable. He is a little bit questionable, but he's really good for run blocking and shit like that, so that's really underrated. But yeah, like I said, everyone from this point on, people that are actually good and you want on your team. All right, so DRC's at 25, but for some reason there's no DRC's actually up on the auction house. These are the only ones that are up on the auction house. But just know he's at 25, and he's actually been playing a lot better for me. I know I hate on him a lot, but he's actually been playing a lot better for me lately, so I'll leave it at that. At number 24, we got Taylor Mays. Now this is another one you could say a little bit questionable, but at the end of the day, you could still have him as a user if you want. You know my thoughts on Taylor Mays, so I had to be really biased about this, but yeah. 23, we got Antonio Cromartie. Now the reason why Antonio Cromartie's over DRC is DRC, don't let the stats fool you. That man will get beat no matter what, and trust me, Antonio Cromartie's bitched some of my guys in the past, and DRC gets bitched, so yeah. At 22, we got Adrian Peterson. Now him and Damian Thompson, you could say you could go either way with these cards. The reason why Adrian Peterson is a lot more lower on the list than him, I'll be honest, it was the break tackle for me. Yeah, it was the break tackle that really did it for me. And Adrian Peterson's been a lot more teams, so he has that theme team thing to him. Like, there's a lot of theme teams you could put him on. Compared to LT, not as much. At number 21, we got Darrell Rivas. Now, Darrell Rivas actually isn't really that bad. When I had him, he got cooked. But now that I look back at it, he actually wasn't that bad. And, you know, I kind of miss him sometimes, but it is what it is. All right, so we are now in the top 20 players of the 50. These are the 20 best players out of the 50. And starting it off at 20, we got Mr. Warren Sapp. I'll be honest, I haven't won against a lot of Warren Sapps. I really haven't. I'm a little surprised the card isn't that bad, so I don't know. Number 19, we got Jonathan Ogden. I don't really know how you say his name. Don't care. He's at 19. He's a really good lineman. I have him on my team. I can vouch for him a little bit. He's solid. At number 18, we got Javon Curse. Now, once again, this is another guy that is still on my team, still a starter, still causes havoc for people on the daily. Javon Curse, he's a monster. Don't let the stats fool you. This guy's a monster, all right? Sometimes players play better than the stats, and this guy is one of them. At number 17, we got Dante Culpepper. Now, obviously, there's a lot better quarterbacks coming up on the list. You know who they are. You don't need me to tell you that. Culpepper definitely not bad. I mean, he's in the top 20 on this list out of 50 fucking players, so that's pretty good. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, Culpepper not bad. You know, if you rock with him, but there's better options on the list. At number 16, we got Vernon Davis. Now, obviously, his route running might not look the best to you, but he's got speed, and, you know, depending on what chemistry you use, you can make his route running good in a certain area that you use him, so Vernon's a dub. Number 15, we got Julius Peppers. Now, Julius Peppers, this guy causes havoc, 6'7", big body. He's going to come and kill you, and you just got to be ready to take that shit, honestly. At number 14, we got Ed Reed. Now, I had Ed Reed on my team for a long time, since the day he came out. Just finally got rid of him not too long ago. And he made plays, a lot of plays were made with Mr. Ed Reed. He was a playmaker, bro. What can I say? The guy was a playmaker. At number 13, we got Dwight Freddy. Now, Dwight Freddy is basically just a little bit faster Julius Peppers. Not as tall, but just a little bit faster. And overall, really good card. I'm surprised I haven't went against this card a lot, because when I have went against it, it's caused me some trouble. When I went against it, it's caused me some trouble, but I don't go against it a whole lot. But when I do, oh, I remember it. At number 12, we got Mr. Larry Allen. Now, Larry Allen, fat guy, and he can block. He's fat and he can block. There's a lot of guys in this game who are fat, but they can't block. He's fat and he can block. At number 11, we got Aaron Rodgers. Now, once again, believe it or not, there are no Aaron Rodgers on the auction house. This one has really surprised me, because Aaron Rodgers is nice. Y'all remember I had Aaron Rodgers for a grip. He was turned. I fucked with Rodgers. There ain't none of them on the auction house. I guess y'all probably bought them all up because y'all going crazy with Rodgers, but he's a very good card. It's just the other guy, quarterback, couple quarterbacks that are over him. They're over him for other reasons, but Rodgers, turn. All right, we are in the top 10 for the 50. These are the 10 best players for the 50. And starting it off, we got Mike Allstott. And I know this was probably really surprising, y'all. Y'all probably like, are you kidding me? You don't know how to make a list. But you got to understand, this is if you go against a guy that likes to run the ball and use his fullback, this is going to be very annoying to play against. This is not going to be fun. This guy is going to make you want to get off Madden. And I said that. Remember those words. At number 9, we got Kevin White. Now, Kevin White, the best center in the game. I mean, this guy's going to make sure you don't get sacked. So, yeah. Just know you're not getting sacked with him, at least from the middle. At number 8, we got Reggie Bush. That's right, Reggie Bush at number 8. This is one of the first 50 guards to come out. The first week of the 50, this guy came out, and he is still one of the best cards in the game. Now, obviously, there's way better receiving backs in the game, but if we're talking from a 50 standpoint, this guy's number 8. I mean, how could he not be, right? How? At number 7, we got Brett Favre. Now, for the third card now, this is not on the auction house. Brett Favre, the reason why he's over Aaron Rodgers is basically because his gunslinger is cheaper, and that's really the main reason, right? Their speeds aren't that different. It's only a couple speeds apart. And yeah, that's really what the difference is. You know what I mean? And Rodgers, I think it's one more throw power. So I don't know. I'd take Favre in this situation if you're looking for a comp from a comp point. At number 6, we got Barry Sanders. Now this card, it's really good. Trust me, it's very good. But running backs at the end of the day don't win you football games, right? They're not gonna win you football games, but this guy's a beast though. Don't get it fucked up. All right, top 5. These are the top 5 players in the 50, and you could say top 5 players in Madden, period. So yeah, number 5, we got Lawrence Taylor. This was the hardest part of the list. Well, it wasn't the hardest part of the list, but it was damn hard, I'll tell you that. But I got Lawrence at 5, and you could argue each one of these guys could be number 1, number 2, 3, anywhere. So we're going to put Lawrence Taylor at 5. At number 4, we got Sean Taylor. Now, I'm a sucker for Sean Taylor. It is what it is. I love him. I had to put him at 4. I had to put him over Lawrence. I'm a sucker for him. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But the card's good, so don't get it fucked up. And at number 3, we got Mr. Randy Moss. Now, you could probably guess who is going to be 1 and 2 at this point. You probably got a very good idea. But Moss, you could even argue, say Sean Taylor and Lawrence Taylor are better than Randy Moss. That's why this top 5 was really hard to sit there and break down. And at number 2, we got the dog pound, Michael Vick. And you probably already know who's at number 1. You know who it is, right? Like I said, you could say Vick's 1. You could say he's 3. You could say he's 4. You could say he's 5. You know what I mean? Like, there's just so many factors to all this shit. But we got the dog pound at 2. And the number 1 player for the 50, Dion Sanders. Now, you could argue this is the best player in Madden, period, right now. But Dion Sanders is number 1. Now, this man is crack cocaine, baby. Whew, he's crazy. But that is all 50 of the 50 players that I don't know how long this video is going to be. I try to run through these as fast as I could. If you noticed, I didn't try to talk about everyone for a long period of time. Dog, my voice is gone. I am tired. I really hope y'all drop a like, please. If you're not, like, you don't got to comment, but at least drop a like and show me that you watched the video and that you fucked with it. Man, this list took a while to put together because it was 50 players, and I sat there and really broke all 50 players. And I could sit there and lie to you and say we just threw the 50 of them out there. No, I broke these fellas down from everything. Obviously, I didn't go into a lot of depth with that because this video will be like 2 hours long. You know what I mean? But you get the point, man. That's basically a like, comment, subscribe, man. Fuck with your boy, and I'm out.